Hi, I'm Hayley Lynn. I'm a fundraising officer here at MS Research and Relief Fund based in Morpeth. I'm currently here just getting ready for our flagship fundraising event, our Coast to Coast in 2018.
Tell us a little bit about that event, when it is and what you'll be doing.
Yep, so this is an iconic 3-day cycle event over 130 miles. We're starting at Workington, going all the way to Tynemouth. Some beautiful scenic routes on the way. It's going to be in the month of May between the 18th and the 20th.
And I would imagine that's going to be a pretty challenging journey for you, is it?
I've heard a few people say that. Yep, I do have high expectations for it, but it will be worthwhile.
And what's your cycling experience personally?
Personally, I mean, from being a child, I do remember loving bikes, but more recently, I would say very little. This is actually my first training day going out today. So yeah, it was very limited. Let's just leave it at that.
So who's helping you with your training?
So the main person who's helping is Cycle Generation, which is headed by Richard Rothwell. They are the event provider. Richard's actually here with me today and he'll be taking me out on a cycle. Also, apart from that, we are working with the local bike shop, Sim Cycle Workshop. He is offering 10% off people who are doing this event. I've gone down a million times and asked so many questions and he's been happy to help every time. And
how much money do you think the event might raise?
That's one of the great things about this event, is that we don't actually have a target. We're not saying, this has to be raised. There's no recommended amount. We don't say anything like that, but we are suggesting £500 from each individual rider.
And what will the money be used for? What use will it be put to?
So we don't get any funding, so all our money goes directly to helping those with MS in the North East. So that's helping providing all our services, from our fitness to our therapies, and yeah, really vital funds to help.
And I believe you're organising a special event so that people who might be interested in going on the ride can learn about it. Tell us when that is.
Yep, so because this is such a big event, for example, I would know nothing about it, we are holding an information night on the 2nd of November. This is where you can meet Richard himself. He's going to do a short presentation about the exact route, the bikes you need, the training, everything I need basically. It's going to be really informative. Sim Cycle, as I said, will be there offering their 10% off a service to anyone who comes. And it'll just be a really good night to know more about the charity, kind of to motivate yourself to think, yeah, this is a good cause, I want to do it. And yeah, so that's the 2nd of November from 6 p.m.
And that's here at Benmar House?
Yeah, this will be here at Benmar House, based in Morpeth.
And how many people do you think you might be able to persuade to take part in it?
Ideally, we would like a team of 24 riders to make it quite a fulfilling event and to make the most out of it. So that's our goal at the moment.
Hi, I'm Richard Rothwell from Cycling Generation. I'm the ride leader for the MS Relief and Research and Relief Foundation charity ride.
Tell us a little bit about this event itself, how difficult it is and what sort of level of ability riders should be to take part in it.
Well, it's got some of the toughest climbs in the north of England in it that are pretty famous, like Hartside Pass and Crawley Side Bank. They are very tough, there's no getting away from that. But in general, the first day and the third day are significantly easier than the middle day where the big climbs come.
It's not a ride for novices, is it?
Not total novices. If you've got a reasonable level of fitness, you'll be able to get through the 3 days. I'm not saying it won't be hard for everybody, but yeah, somebody who's, I would recommend you've done a bit of riding before. You don't have to be Chris Froome, but as long as you've been out on your bike and done like some longer rides of say 3-4 hours, you'll be fine for doing this.
And I know that Hayley's starting out on her training today.
Yeah.
How much training do you think people should do to take part in it?
It's better to spend as much time on your bike as you can, but if you can put in 6 hours, maybe 8 hours a week, I think that's plenty of training, and putting some longer rides.
And is there any sort of age limit for people taking part?
We've agreed for it to be adults, but beyond that, anybody who wants to have a go.
Just as long as you're a reasonably proficient cyclist and fairly fit.
Yeah, and we're also here to give plenty of tips and ahead of the event and ideas. And obviously, once we're actually doing the ride, we're quite unusual. Like a lot of providers might not have people who are guided; they might just give them the route. But we're going to be with people all the time, so we can talk them through stuff and make sure people aren't that confident riding that distance on the road, that we're there all the time to help them.
And what sort of weather will you be hoping for?
Well, hoping and what's going to happen, you've got a plan for everything. hopefully the important thing is that we get the westerly wind, which obviously travelling from that side of the country makes a big difference. But yeah, I mean, it should be alright that time of year. Got to be prepared, because Hartside, you know, I've been up there in the middle of summer and it can be cold and wet, but hopefully that won't happen.